They telling me life is amazing. Then why am I running from all of my problems and bottles of Jameson? Stuck in the cycle of self-medication. Not only me, it's probably you. We all got our vices getting us through. For all this shit life, we'll leave at our shoes. On our doorstep like the daily news. But what can we do? Just buckle the fuck up and get to enjoying the ride.
Alright, so I was just listening to that song, and it really made me get to thinking about something. And this is probably going to sound like something I beat to a dead horse on this, or not. I don't really know, and it's funny because outside you might hear it. You'll hear like a weed eater going on. So that's always fun. That's always fun. I hit record and start going. Okay, but no. But that's funny because that goes with what I'm saying. Like, the whole thing is what I'm getting at is like, like, that's life. And the whole thing, what people don't understand is like, that's just like, that's wow, I just stuttered like a lot. But like that's just how life is. People are always like, oh, this or that, or like life's not so great. And they're like, oh, I wish I could do this or that. But like, like I said, that's just how life is. Like if life was supposed to be great, like what would be the fun in it? Like you wouldn't be able to appreciate all the good in life if you didn't have the bad times. Like, people are like, oh, well, this and that. It's like, I didn't get what I wanted. It's like, like, that's life. Ultimately, that's something you gotta come to terms with. Life isn't always gonna be, like, just super awesome, super positive. Like, there's gonna be negative, and the negative will only make the positive that much better. Like, does that sound. I sound like I'm sick. Like, I keep going, like, doing that with my nose, and I can hear it in my voice. Like, I can sound, like, it sounds kind of nasally, and it sounds not that good. I'm telling you, this is irrelevant, but a cherry limeade from Sonic, this is the greatest thing you will ever drink in your life. But, it's just something that I'm getting at, and it's just like, that's life. That's what people need, like, you need to realize. Stuff may get bad, but like I said, that's life. Don't get too hung up on all the negative. You can find a positive in anything that's negative. Like, I don't know, look at this peanut butter. If I open this, it looks at the, it's like, yeah, you got peanut butter. If I open it, if you look inside, oh man, it's empty. But you know what though? Whenever I empty like this peanut butter jar, I can throw it away. It's not on my desk anymore. Awesome. Like it's not quite as negative. It's like, oh well, I just ran out of peanut butter. Okay. Well, that means this peanut butter didn't go to waste if I ran out of it. Think about it like this. Well, I'm out of peanut butter, but at least all of it was used, or I used as much of it as I possibly could. That's always the way to look at that. And people will be like, "Oh well, money. Like I'm poor. I don't have a lot of money. Like, are you alive? Like honestly, think about it like this: if you're alive, that's enough to be grateful for. Like if you woke up this morning, if you're fortunate enough to wake up this morning, you should be happy. People make, oh well, that doesn't make any sense because some people have horrible lives and this and that. Like it doesn't. It's all a mindset. If you're gonna go around and say my life sucks, what are you gonna think? Yeah, your life sucks. That's what you're gonna think. But if you're like, you know what, this isn't that bad, you're gonna be like, yeah, I'm right. This isn't that bad. Like it's all about the mindset, and that's what most people don't understand. Everybody wants to focus on the negative, and then their life just becomes enveloped by nothing but the negative. And it's a really bad never-ending cycle that you can't break if you get caught up on the negative. I've done this myself. I know people that have all you're going to focus on, all you're going to see is the negative. You're never going to look at the positive. You're never going to see the bright side, and you're just going to get so overwhelmed by the negative that like life will just suck. You're just be like, man, there's no positive in anything. But that's not true. There's positive and there's good in just about any situation. And like that one thing you got to look at it, even if a situation is bad or it's not bad, that's life. Like, it's life. It's gonna happen. You're gonna be disappointed in life. You're gonna get sad. You're gonna have your heart broke. Like, I'm sorry to tell you that it's gonna suck, but like, ultimately, in the end, it's only gonna make you stronger. It's only gonna make you a better person. Use everything as a lesson. Learn from everything. That way, it doesn't happen again. Or next time it happens, you know what to expect. Like I said, that's life. Like, I'm sitting here I'm trying to find music because I'm sitting here. I want a little bit of something going on. Maybe it'll pick up. It'll be background music. Who knows? It could be picking up too much, and it could completely ruin this video. But you know what? There's no sense to get mad because that's life. It's gonna happen. You know this chair squeaking? It annoys the hell out of me. Could I fix it? Yeah, but it'll just go back to squeaking at some point. And you know, like, that's life. Everybody's gonna be like, God, how many times can I say that's life? But I'm gonna be like, hey, like I said, that's life. That's how it works. Like, look at this hair. Like, this is, I have some ugly ass haircut. But you know what? That's life. You know, if you don't like seeing the hair, you know, like, make fun of it. You know, I could take these scissors right here. I don't know why I have like a child's pair of scissors on my desk, but I can honestly take it and just cut my hair. And you know what? You know, like, that's life. Eventually, I'm gonna get this haircut and it'll be gone. And people will be like, people are like, oh my God, I love your hair. Please don't cut it short. And I'll get it cut. They'll be like, oh my gosh, why'd you cut your hair? And I'll be like, because I wanted it cut. And they'll be like, that's not fair. I really like this. Like, well, I mean, that sucks, but like, you know, that's life. So if you get something out of that, anytime something bad happens, don't be like, oh my God, that sucked. My life is horrible. Just be like, well, I mean, you know, that's life. That's how stuff's gonna work. That's how it's gonna happen. Like, that's how things will happen. Just because it's a bad day doesn't mean it's a bad life. Just because something bad happens doesn't mean that everything is always gonna turn out bad or turn out negative. Like, that couldn't be farther from false. Like, everything, everything has a good side. Everything has a bad side. It honestly just depends on which side you want to focus on. Because, like I've said before, I've already hit it in this video. If you focus on the bad side, that good side's not really going to exist to you. And, like, just think about it. Let's say I have 5 good things and 1 bad thing. These 5 good things could be the greatest thing ever. But if I focus on this 1 good thing, what's going to happen? Well, there's only going to be 4. I'm going to keep focusing on this one thing. Well, that's going to go away. It's going to keep going until eventually it's 0, and all I have is this. I have 0 good things, and all I have is this 1 bad thing, because that's all I allowed myself to see, and that's all I allowed to exist in my brain. That's all that I ever focused on. And what did I do? I ruined myself. Like, come on, guys. It makes perfect sense. If you think about it, like, just don't think about the negative. You know, try to think about the positive. Like the slushy, for example. It's getting close to being gone. I'm gonna be sad when it's gone, but you know, like, that's just how life works. Eventually, all good things will come to an end. Now, this sounds kind of negative. Don't think about it like that. All good things will come to an end. But you know what, though? If this good thing happened, who knows what other amazing things could happen. If this one good thing in this cherry limeade happened, I could have something great, something that's a never-ending cherry limeade, you know, or a cherry limeade that is 10 times better. Like, it's just think about it like that. If something good ends, then you can have something great. You could have something better than what you had before. And if that good thing never ended, you never could have had that something better. So that's a really good way to look at it. That's a really positive way to look at things. And one thing, if something bad or if something bad does happen instead of something good, you know, like I said, like, you know, like, that's life. Like, that's how it's gonna happen. If you realize that, well, this is gonna happen, like, that makes it so much easier to handle. Because if you're like, well, I mean, you know, that's just how life works. Like, bad things happen. You can be like, well, you're not gonna get too bogged down on it. But if you're like, oh my gosh, this sucks, and like, you don't realize that, like, you know, like, that's just how life is. Bad things are gonna happen in life. Like, you're gonna be disappointed. Stuff's gonna happen. Then you're just gonna sit there and be like, wow, this sucks, and I don't like this. This isn't fair. But if you're like, yeah, you know, that's life. Like, this is gonna happen. You tend not to get bogged down. Like, that's how, like, I used to think a lot about things, and now I'm just like, something bad happens. Like, you know what? That's just how life is. Life is always teaching you, and always trying to guide you somewhere. I know you're like, oh, this is some hippie or some like super Christian value. But it's like, if you believe in God, if you're Christian, if you're Jewish, if you're Islamic, if you're Hindu, if you're Buddhist, Shinto, freaking anything like that, like, it doesn't matter. Like, you can see it, but life is always trying to lead you somewhere. It's always trying to lead you to something better. And even, like, you can think, like, karma. Even if you have karma, if you look at it through the bad, look at the whole karma cycle. Bad things come to people that do bad things. If you do good, stuff's gonna happen. And the karma system, like, things will always come back. Even if it's nothing but bad, there's gonna be that good that cycles through the system. If there's good, there will still be that bad that cycles through the system. All you have to do is just keep waiting out the system until, like, you get to that good again. And if you think about it, like, if you sit there and you stay focused on it, you know, like I said, that's life. Like, that's gonna happen. There's gonna be that good, there will be that bad. And when there's that good, there will always be that bad. And when there's that bad, there's always going to be that good that's going to come and make that bad not so bad anymore. So, really, the good is always going to be more present than the bad, and the good will always outweigh the bad in just about any situation. But the biggest and the deciding factor in the whole if something good and if the good can outweigh the bad isn't here. It's all in your brain. Don't sit there, like I said, don't get bogged down on the bad. Don't worry about the negative. Focus on the good. Find one good thing in something, and you won't have to focus on negatives anymore. If you just find one positive thing, the negatives won't exist to you anymore. I sound, I honestly need to be, I could be like a life counselor or something. Because like I like giving this. If there's one person, I don't care if I only get one view on this. But if this helps that one person, you're like, I'm content with what I've done. But like I said before, what I want to do here is like I want to help people. I want to entertain people. I want to entertain people. I want to be able to help people. And I want to say things that people think about. Like I'm not trying to like influence people like one way or another. I just want you to see something and take the time to realize and try to see it like how I see it. Like I'm never gonna bring up politics or anything like that because I don't want you to see exactly like I do. I just want to share like my opinion and my view to see if it can help you in any way, shape, or form. And if it does, then that makes me feel just even better. But with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed. I hope this helped at least someone, even if it's only one person. Even if you're the only person that watches this, like thank you for coming out. I appreciate it. I like doing this. It gives me something to do. So like I said, I appreciate it. If this helped, tell me like how it helped. If you have anything you want to add on, comment it. But if not, peace out, guys. Hope you have a great day. And like I said, I hope this helps someone.